The one thing that tech seems to forget in this day and age, you've got to have a revenue model that delivers profit at the end of the day. Because you can't make profit, you can't last forever.
So Osmond, starting off 2017, has been a really busy year for the markets, and mostly we've seen a bit of a digital revolution, especially in the world of fintech. So what have been some of the biggest developments of 2017?
One of the big things that's been happening has been what is potentially a boom, maybe perhaps a bubble, in tech in general. Tesla overtaking General Motors and Ford by market valuation, Amazon scaling the heights, Netflix rising up. It's a huge growth in the S&P 500. 6 of the top companies, 10 companies are tech companies now. The top 4 are all tech. If you call Amazon tech, some people don't. They call it consumer, but I regard it as tech. And we are seeing more and more growth in this area. And it doesn't look like it's going anywhere soon at this point.
It does look like it's absolutely amplified. They're really ramping up the speed on this one. So for people that want to get aboard the tech industry, is it too late to jump aboard fintech? Is it at highs, or is it going to go even higher, you think?
I think fintech is a peculiar case because finance was a little bit late to the party. What you have here is you have technical companies who are going into finance rather than finance companies who are going into technology. The big banks will follow with a bit more tech, but they're rather clunky on that side. So if you want to get in, there's plenty of opportunity, especially if you can get in on the venture capital side, if you can get on the early funding side. The problem is going to be picking the winners. It's always been the problem. In the late 1990s, there were about 450 flotations of dot-com companies, about 10 survived. It's probably going to be a similar sort of ratio now. Is it going to be Monzo in the UK? Is it going to be Starling in the UK? Is it going to be somebody new? Did you invest in MySpace or did you invest in Facebook? Which one did you pick? If you get the right one, it's going to be a significant party. But there's a huge amount of competition. There's a huge amount of money chasing a huge number of ideas and a huge number of opportunities out there. Who's going to win? Everyone says that they are doing what the consumer wants. Everyone says they're doing it at cut price. But at some point, you've got to identify somebody who's got a business that consumers seem to like. But above all things, the one thing that tech seems to forget in this day and age, you've got to have a revenue model that delivers profit at the end of the day. Because you can't make profit, you can't last forever.
Absolutely. And I think one of the big questions for people that are at home and they're watching and they are investors or they're looking to start investing in fintech is, like you said, there's so many different competitors out there that are looking to take people's money and be the chosen ones. But how can you decide which one is worthy of putting your money in? What kind of things should you look for as an investor looking to get into fintech? Is it a strong business model? Is it good market capital? What kind of things do you think?
I think you've got to look for a business model that is scalable because these things rely on numbers. You have Monzo in the UK saying they're aiming for 1 billion customers worldwide. Well, we'll see. You've got to have that, but above all, you've got to be able to see the potential to generate revenues out of it. A lot of these things, they're free, they're simple, they're losing money. That's great. You can always lose money. But ultimately, to survive, you've got to make money at some point. And you've got to be able to see your way through the business model to revenue generation that is going to be scalable and generate profits for the owners of the business.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming in today and sharing your insights with us.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Well, that's all from us here in the Geneva studios, but we want to hear how you found this interview, so please do like and comment on dukascopy.tv.